Hey Cancerians, how you doing? Welcome to the Crow Tarot. We're going to be doing your first half of April general reading here. Yes, we are. We're going to start off with some animal energy, like I like to do. Let's see what's going on with y'all. First half of April, yeah. Okay, what is the animal energy? Okay, cool. Energy's been coming up a lot for me lately. So we got the tarantula here. Yeah, so, this is really about, it's a slow yet purposeful energy, right? So it's not stagnation or whatever have you. This is just really double checking your work, double checking your response to things, doing a lot of extra personal check-ins to really, if you have, this is about our emotions, mainly our decisions that we make, how we interact with other people. This can manifest as feeling a little unsure, right? So if you feel unsure, as opposed to, because sometimes, when you feel unsure, it's like, well, go inside, meditate, get sure. Who has time to be unsure, right? But when the tarantula comes up here, being in a place of not being sure, right? There's a reason and a purpose and a gift around that, and just give it time. This is a slow moving energy. This is just a call to don't, you guys are the Chariot card, in the tarot. It's like, okay. Yes, keep it moving, but it's saying don't rush. Okay. They're telling me that you'd be called to make some important decisions. This could be about work, family, people, right? But it feels like, there's some major decisions coming up. I'm hearing delegation, you'd be in charge of something or heading something up, or even in a position where you just got to make a call, right? And I'm hearing you really, not necessarily think about it before you do it, but feel about it. You're Cancer, you're a water sign. You can feel about things. Really, really take note of when you have a decision to make or a choice to make even, right? Really just take a minute. See how it feels to you before taking action, okay? That's the gift of the tarantula energy, okay? All right. Let's get into the tarot. Well, I like what I got when I split the deck. We got the Emperor here. Thank you, Sirens. And the Ace of Pentacles, that's what it is. Okay. Let's see what's going on for my Cancers. I feel like for some of you, you could be in a place where you're in a position of authority, or at least what you have to say is important for others to hear. Okay? So you just want to be very, diligent, okay? That whatever you're communicating or the calls that you're making are in your highest and best good and in the highest and best good of others as well. Okay? Take your time with it though. It might feel counterintuitive to take your time, but that's what you're being called to do, okay? No regrets, right? Okay, what's going on for Cancer for 5 April? Okay, so we got the 9 of Wands here. So, I do feel like you guys have been working a lot. I feel that very, very much. And I feel like you're at the point where you're about to be at a certain kind of finish line around it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you've had goals, and now you're getting to a point where it's like, okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep working. I'm a little bit tired. You'd be even asking or wishing for some help type deal. That could be help from your guides and team or help from those around you, right? But I'm hearing there might be a perspective that you're missing if you are tunnel visioning something, like if you're in a tunnel vision, right? Feels like you're really working towards a specific goal. And I think that you've been going for a hot minute here. And this is really just like, reflecting that. You feel a little tired, a little out of it. You might be thinking, when's the vacation coming up though? You know what I mean? People, like normally vacation in summer, whatever have you. This might be like a need for a spring break. Okay. But you're still going, you're a little, a little worn out on this road, but it's good. It's like you've earned this. Does that make sense? You've earned it because you have been being very active in it and very much a working, creative energy as well. Okay. What else is going on for Cancer for first half of April? Please and thank you. Oh, suki. 9 of Pentacles. I got to point out this fun synchronicity. Do you see this butterfly here? I'm definitely repping a butterfly sweatshirt today. So I love that. So you know what? This is a beautiful, independent energy where you can really appreciate and receive the bounty from the work that you're putting out because you've done it on your own. Now, that doesn't mean that you haven't had help. Okay, we all need a little help. But this is something that is specific and precious to you. So this is an independent energy. You could be working for yourself. You could be guiding others. You could be creating something that's specific to you. But also, you know, this is also the single guy, single gal, and loving it card as well, which is another way of saying that you're feeling really good about your accomplishments, or you will be coming up here real soon. Okay? This is wonderful. This is work that you can be proud of because it's yours. You know, ain't nothing like it, if you ask me. And you've got 2 9s here. I have to point that out. You've got the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. You are almost at this kind of finish line. It's almost like a marker point. Like, do you know when, I've never run a marathon, so let's not get it twisted, but I've certainly seen others run marathons. And you know those mile markers that they have, like, 5 miles down, 10 miles down, 2 miles down. It feels like you're reaching one of those markers of accomplishment. And I love it. And I feel like you may be tempted or feel because of external circumstances or influences around you to kind of get there quickly, 9 of Wands, so that you can just like hit that marker. But I'm hearing to take your time. Look at it this way. I'm getting this imagery. When you run a marathon, if you know that you have 4 miles left, you're going to have a greater chance of finishing strong if you kind of like pace yourself in those last 4 miles instead of sprinting to the finish line. You could break your ankle. I'm just playing, but you know what I mean. You want to finish strong. I keep hearing that. Finish strong. What else is going on for Cancer? Thank you. Okay, so yes, love. We got the Page of Cups. And why I'm obsessed in this card, this is the Crab. And this is y'all. Yes. The Page of Cups is truly involving things, people, passions that are really near and dear to your heart. Okay, I do feel like there are a lot of people around you that have mad love for you. And I feel like it's more than just romantical because we do have this 9 of Pentacles here. I feel like it really is having a really reliable crew that love you very much, that are helping you with this, even if it's just through like emotional support. Now, I do feel some of you who are single Pringles, or maybe you're just, not in communication or separated from someone that you love and or that loves you. What's brilliant about this is because you've been focusing on the work, whatever that is for you, it's you're taking the focus off of this romantic outcome, whatever that be, or what it looks like for you. And that's what's going to manifest a resurgence of it. And I love that. I love it. But I really feel like some of you are really doing what you love to do. And I love that for you, So let's get a clarifier for the 9 of Wands here. Let's do it. Clarifier for the 9. I got to point out too, in both of these 9 cards, which indicates that you're almost at the finish line, you've got the sun right here in both of these cards. Okay, just keep going, but keep a pace about it. Don't rush ahead. Okay. Okay. 9 of Wands. Can you clarify for this 9 of Wands, please, and thank you. Okay. King of Wands, to clarify the 9 of Wands. You have more strength and reserve and energy in you than you feel. Getting your control, right? There might be moments, remember when I talked about the need for spring vacation? There may be moments where you're like, oh gosh, I'm hearing, am I going to be able to keep up with the quality of work that I'm producing? Am I going to be able to keep going in this way? Because it really does feel like you are quite at a point where you're like, oh, I need a rest. I need to not. And the King of Wands is coming in here to say that the universe, your people, your guides, whatever have you, even the people around you are going to hold you up and lift you up through this finishing, point, through this mile marker. But it does feel like you are in a king energy. It absolutely does. I want to point out that they're drawing attention to something. You see this cobra here? Okay. The cobra only puffs out its neck when it's ready to strike. Okay. That feels really, really important. And I want to draw the lightning here too. I'm hearing to just really tap into your intuition at this time. I mean, always, but especially right now, because this definitely has to do with something that you're passionate about, whether it's work or someone or whatever have you. Could be even passionate about your life purpose and what you're here to do from a soul purpose level. But the time to strike is coming. You are almost at that mile marker, okay? But just strike when the time is right, okay? Because this is a marathon and not a sprint. But you have more energy and reserve inside of you than it may feel like at one, point or another. Let's get a clarifier for this Nine of Pentacles here. Yeah, that's what it is. Exactly what it is. We got the Wheel of Fortune here. Absolutely. To clarify, the Nine of Pentacles. Things are absolutely going your way. And I just feel the need to say this again. By the way, this is and we got a 9. 9 to the, okay? You are doing what you're supposed to be doing, y'all. You are putting your focus, your time, and your energy on the right things. And that's why the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, right? There's this idea of well, the Wheel of Fortune is going to turn with or without you. You can either hop on board or you cannot, you know what I mean? But I don't really feel like that's how that is with you. I feel like this Wheel of Fortune turning is directly proportionate to the work that you're doing. You're making the wheel move. You're making the wheel move. It's beautiful. I want to point out the owl here. This is about seeing things clearly, discernment, clairvoyance. I do feel like you're going to be getting some psychic hits here, some intuitive hits that you're going to listen to. And I love that. Okay, let's get a clarifier for this Page of Cups for our Cancers. That's what it is. Got the Fool card. So here's why I love the Fool so freaking much. The Fool loves like he's never known hurt before because he hasn't, right? This really is, a fresh start where there really is no baggage. And it's just, the fact that it's clarifying the Page of Cups, I feel like you guys are about to experience a new beginning with a love interest. Now, this could be someone, it does feel like for a lot of you, this is someone you already know. I have to say it. Some of you'll be meeting someone that kind of reminds you of someone from the past as well. And that could be really, the universe coming in to work on you a little bit within that connection. But I really get the feeling this for some of you has to do with someone that you already know and a fresh start beginning with them. And part of the reason that and we have the Page here too, which indicates like a young energy, right? That's why I say it's someone you already know that's coming back around for a resurgence, or it's, it could be someone you haven't met yet. That really reminds you they have in them the qualities that you really liked or loved about someone from the past. Does that make sense? That's what the Fool is for me. Okay. The point is that you're manifesting this because you're doing good work. That's it. And I do feel like some of you might work for yourselves as well, because this is a very independent energy, or you're just working on something that's very close to your heart. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's get some angel oracles here. Let's do it. Angel Oracle. There's a lot going on for y'all, Cancers. I feel it. There's a lot going on. Like in a really beautiful way. But there is this feeling of like, got to get it done. Got to get from 9 to 10. And I'm hearing enjoy this period before you close out this cycle. I keep hearing. But you're in the 9 energy is right here, okay? Okay. Angel guidance for Cancer. Angel guidance answers. Oh, yeah, buddy. Okay. Ooh. I cannot. Okay. Spiritual understanding. Archangel Raziel. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand your spiritual path. Oh, I'm sorry. Helping you understand spiritual truths. I think I said something about your spiritual path earlier. I'm helping you understand spiritual truths. I want to bring something up here. Do you see the dove here? The dove has been coming up so much lately. That's about divine love, divine union. It's about that good, right? A love that has no limits because it has no expectations. That's what it is. Remember when I talked about really getting some intuitive hits and guidance that you're actually going to listen to? This is very much coming up to affirm that. But I'm also hearing geometric shapes and symbols too. Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. Triangle. Yeah, they're bringing attention to the triangle. So the triangle represents for me a balance between mind, body, and spirit. I'm going to tell you something. I don't know how balanced you are in a mind, body, spirit context. It feels like there's something where your focus has been on something in particular, a working energy or manifestation energy, or something might be lacking on one of those spheres. Not in a dramatic way though. I just feel like you might be so busy with your mind and your spirit work that your body is kind of like, Can we go for at least a long walk or a jog or something? Or where it could be reversed too, where it's like your mind and your body, and then, you know, the spiritual stuff is your intuition is like, I don't know. So, but this is really to call the balance between the mind, body, and spirit. Okay, do an extra check-in around that. Because sometimes when we have tunnel vision, you know, one of those things can kind of fall to the wayside. Happens all the time, happens to me. We're humans, we're in a meat suit. You know what I mean? Let's get one more oracle for y'all. One more oracle. Beautiful. I cannot. I just split the deck and I got gentleness. Look at all these doves. Are there 3? Oh God. And there are 3 doves, mind, body, spirit. I also feel like there's a lot of great romantic love here. Could be with someone if you're in a partnership already. It's a good one. And if not, it's manifesting for you. But I do feel like some of you guys have someone in your energy that you not be like connecting with at this point in time, okay? For some of you. Okay. Let's get a last oracle for Cancer. See what oracle for me. Oh, hoo, hoo, ay, ay, ay. You got abundance. You know what? I think this might be a favorite card in this deck, actually, because look at how fabulous. Now, I want to point out the butterflies here, right? So, okay, I'll talk more about the butterfly. They're like, excuse me, can you talk about the butterfly, please? I'm like, okay. Okay, so the butterfly is about transformation and metamorphosis. It's going from one state of being to another. If I had to really talk about what this energy feels like, it feels like a working cocoon that you're about to emerge from and really finish out in a beautiful way, but it's just a mile marker, right? So that you can go on to the next mile marker. Again, the Fool, right? Fresh starts and new beginnings and new energy because you've completed a cycle, a task, a goal, an objective, all that good. Okay. What I'm getting from this in particular as well, and I love the springtime vibes. Hello. Some of you might be in the spotlight. Like I'm seeing like a literal spotlight. Some of you could be on stage. Some of you could be working or moving in a context where you're seen by others on a regular basis, right? Because doesn't she look like, you know, she's being seen, like she's, you know, she's definitely not sitting at home in her robe though. Although it would be kind of fabulous if that was just how she chilled out at home. Delivery man, and then she like answers the door and it's like bam shakalaka. Anyway, but it does feel like some of you are in the spotlight or being, you know, just a lot of time where other people are looking at you, but I feel like this is also, you're going to be noticed a lot. Okay, but the spotlight is on you during this time and you are rising up to that and meeting it like straight face up in the sun energy. I love this for you. Yes, Cancers. Okay, this was your first half of general reading. I so hope that this was of help to you and that it resonated. If it was and it did, please let me know in the comments below. I would just love it. And also, I am available for personal readings. All of that info is in the About Me section. And with that being said, lovely Cancers, I want to thank you for being here for real. It means more to me than I can really verbalize. So thank you for that. And thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.